Every fucking day, man, I see these fucking clowns driving around. And you know that video on YouTube where it's an alleged time traveler, and there's the woman who's walking down the street, and she has the oversized like overcoat on, the big coat. She looks kind of frumpy, and she has what appears to be some type of device up to her ear. And some people have just said that it's a listening device for people who are hard of hearing. And it was common back then, or some folks had some little thing, like a little seashell, kind of like little device, little horn looking thing. And you put it up to the ear and it would somehow like supposedly amplify like sound. And that's all she has, according to some observers. But other people are like, no, she's a time traveler. Like, that's definitely a cell phone. And people are like, no, it's not. No, there was a listening device back then, kind of like a shoehorn, but it's for your ear. Doesn't help you put on your shoe. It helps you hear. And, or she's just a crazy person, Who knows, man? I don't fucking know. But what I do know, man, is that at 7:38 p.m. on a Thursday here on the East Coast of the United States in the year 2019, 14 November, Thursday again, just for emphasis, so we know it's Thursday the 14th, 14 November 2019, starting. Man, I understand people's situations. Some people don't know how to mount phones in their cars, their smartphones, their devices, electronic devices. They don't know how to mount. They just don't have someone to help them. Not everyone has the same skill level. Some people, they just don't have the money, even though it's only $5. I get it. Some people are broke and they have financial issues. Some people have learning, disabilities. Some people, they have their set of circumstances and their phones aren't mounted. I totally understand, man. I totally fucking get it. And then you look at the people, man, who are able-bodied, and they don't have any learning disabilities. They don't have any financial issues. I'm not judging. I don't know who's who. I'm saying there are those who are in the first camp, and then there are those who are in the second. And I can't help but notice as an observer that in the year 2019 start date, that is start date 2019, date of origin 8100, I just see some fucking clowns rolling around, man, in clown mobiles, kind of like the very first vehicles that were electric powered, or even like, the wooden cars like Stone, like Flintstone. I just see these fucking clowns rolling around, man. I saw this woman today. She just pissed me off. She's driving down the fucking street. It's the same typical clown, archetype. She's on her fucking phone, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, it's one thing to be on your phone. It's another thing to be, and to be going the speed limit, with it in your hand. She seemed to be having a lively conversation during rush hour traffic with a bunch of vehicles behind her. The same clown mentality that you see all the time. And I just looked at her, and I think she understood the telepathy. And she was just kind of like, oh. And I was just kind of like, yeah, really, bitch? I mean, what do you want me to call you? You want me to call you a nice person? You want me to just say, hey, I totally get it. Like, you're an inconsiderate fucking person, I totally understand. You do it every day, motherfucker. I get it. You're fucking lazy. You're a fucking asshole, bitch. You don't want to mount your fucking phone. And I'm sure you're out in rush hour traffic. It's cold as fuck, man. It's 34 degrees. It was 28 degrees earlier. Might have been even like 26 or some shit. But the point is, man, I know. I totally understand. You're the type of motherfucking asshole bitch who gets out in traffic early in the morning when people are trying to go to work and there are thousands, tens of thousands, millions of fucking cars on the road throughout America. And you're the type of piece of shit fucking human being who refuses to mount your phone, refuses to undergo the learning process, the learning curve, to figure out how to communicate on your phone. I'm not touching my device right now. It's mounted. That's how I'm doing this fucking podcast. Multitasking. I'm just saying, I totally understand, man. You know, I get it. You're the type of motherfucking piece of shit American. You can't wait to get out in traffic and pull out your fucking smartphone and hold it in your hand and have a really fucking laughable conversation, because that's what she was doing. It didn't look important at all. I mean, I watched her for like 3/4 of a mile. And every time, man, I'd catch up to her, man, she'd just look at me crazy. But yeah, man, she just kind of looked at me like, what's up? And I'm just like looking at her like, man, you should already know what's up, man. You're fucking stupid, man. I mean, you know, just discourteous, man. You know, and listen. Here's the other thing, man. Here's the other thing. Like, I'm not trying to be judgmental or anything, man, in the sense that I'm trying to be like rude or disrespectful. It's just she's fucking rude and disrespectful. She's a fucking rude and disrespectful fucking human being. She's an adult. I believe middle-aged, you know, like my age-ish. And she knows exactly what she's fucking doing. And she looks super fucking childish, man. She just looked like a fucking cunt. She really did. She looked like a fucking cunt, man. And I'm just looking at her like, you know, you're going under the speed limit by a considerable, you know, reduction in fucking speed. Like, you're not just going under the speed limit. I'm pretty sure you've been driving for a long time in America. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not your fucking first day out on the road. Okay? I don't, you know, I don't presume to know if that's your car or not, but it kind of looks like it is. Kind of looks like it's, like, lived in a little bit. Like, you know, like that's you, you know, with your little hangings and shit, little, like, you know, decorations and all this shit in your fucking car. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like that's your vehicle. And maybe it's not, but I'm guessing that it fucking is. And I'm pretty sure this isn't the first goddamn time that you played this game in the morning time. I'm kind of guessing that you do it almost every fucking day. Now, you don't look like you're in a hurry to go anywhere. And I'm pretty sure you understand that there are cars behind you. And I'm pretty sure you don't give a fuck that you're holding up traffic. And that's probably because you're a fucking piece of shit. You're just a low-life piece of shit. And you think it's okay to do this. Like, you think that this behavior of yours is okay. And that's the thing, man. On the East Coast, you have so many pieces of shit like her. The police, she's not really a fucking priority. That's why it's a big game to her. She's probably never been stopped for doing this shit. And this bitch is driving like uber slow. No, she's not driving an Uber. She's driving her own personal vehicle. The word Uber, as in incredibly slow. Okay? She's driving incredibly fucking slow on her phone, laughing it up. At like 7:30. When I started this podcast episode on One Sir Grove, thank you for tuning in. If you're true fans as opposed to not true fans, then IWE495 most certainly appreciate you. I turned on the podcast just like a few seconds after I saw this bitch's stupid fucking ugly fucking face. I mean, she wasn't ugly. She was actually halfway attractive. She's just an ugly fucking rotten soul. You know, just a piece of shit fucking person, man. You can tell a lot about a person by the way they behave in the way that she did. And you see that shit all the time. I wonder what else that bitch does, man. I wonder what else that fucking stupid ass bitch does. My overall larger point, that is above all, what I'm seeing, man, is that though it appears that this future is an advanced future from what we saw in the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s, really, despite that, despite the fact that this appears to be a technologically advanced future, more advanced than what we saw in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Man, the way that bitch looks and all the other fucking clowns like her, she really just looks like that woman in that footage of that woman walking down the street with that little whatever it is up to her ear. Just looks like some old-fashioned, medieval, just like piece of shit times, Model T car type shit, clown car type shit, first electric car, like rudimentary type shit. That bitch looked fucking rudimentary, man. And I'm like, really? I'm no judge, I'm just looking at you in your fucking car. You don't have $5 to buy a mount for your car, for your phone? You don't know how to put one in? Yeah. Guessing this isn't the first day that you've been driving in America. It's probably not. You're probably not brand new to the road. You know why? Because if this is your first day out on the road, let's say you got your fucking driver's license yesterday. That means you just took the test and you just learned the laws of the road. Listen, I'm probably sure you're not going to be out on the road acting the way you are, all comfortable with your fucking phone. Especially going like 25 miles under the speed limit, especially holding up about 10,000 fucking cars on the U.S. East Coast. I'm just guessing this isn't your first day, or your second day, or third, or first week, or first fucking month out on the road. No, I'm guessing you're just a fucking low-life, low-brow piece of fucking trash. No class, okay? No class having ass human fucking being. You have no respect for the United States and our laws. You have no fucking respect, none whatsoever. That's why you break the law and the way you do, and you do it so fucking brazenly. And that's why you looked at me with your ugly, stupid, fucking ugly soul, rotten soul fucking face. You're a piece of shit. You're a goddamn fucking piece of shit, human fucking being who's absolutely discourteous and inconsiderate. And you can see these ugly, fucking rotten soul, fucking piece of shit lowlifes all over the place. Just take a look around you, man. You'll see the same archetype, the same fucking clown driving around your town.